All right, everybody. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV.
And Jamar the four.
And we're here for another episode of the Prelude. And tonight we have a special guest. As you guys may know, we have Chasing Atlanta's own Oliver Twist in the building. So let's bring him in. Okay, we're here for a great conversation tonight.
Hey
What's going
y'all!
on?
We got
What?
the
Why are
head
you
nerd in
laughing?
charge.
What'd you say?
So we got the head nerd in charge.
The head nerd in charge. Yes.
We got him in the building.
But
Oh my
yes,
god,
again.
hold on, let me turn my dishwasher off. It's gonna do this the whole goddamn time.
Look, that's how you know this is a real platform. Shit goes down for real. But again, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming onto our platform.
Oh no, thank you for inviting me.
Appreciate it. So we know we're gonna get right into the things.
Yes,
Of
sir.
the things.
The things.
Of the
So,
things.
so tell us, a little bit about Oliver Twist and how you came across the Chasing Atlanta platform.
Oh my god. What do you guys need to know more about me that I already haven't said? I'm crazy as shit. I'm egotistical. I don't like to take responsibility. I'm a shit starter.
Well, see, that's what the comments say, but what do you think? What do you
Huh?
think?
He
That's what
being
the comments
shady.
says.
I mean, I'm Oliver Twixt. I'm a hip hop artist and content creator. I do some cool stuff here and then. And then I came across Chasing Atlanta actually through Gardini. He suggested that I join the platform. And when auditions for season 3 came around, he told me to send in the tape. I sent in the tape and then I got casted.
It was just like boom, bam, boom.
No, it really was. Like, I mean, I heard about the audition. I sat down. I'm a content creator, so my audition tape was a little, it had a little on it.
A
And
little
then
what you call it?
on it. And I was told that they really liked it. And then I went in and I met with them in person. And who was it at mine? It was Andario, Kevon, Curie, and I want to say Mark was there. The four of them was there, and they asked me different questions. They had me get up and like rap and sing, and then they wanted to see my music videos, and they wanted to see everything. I mean, I could just kind of tell, from that in person audition that I had, I had got the job.
Okay, Sydney. What would you
Oh,
say your initial goal was going into the franchise?
My initial goal was to really branch out and do my own thing outside of my mentors, who are my gay parents as well as my clients. I didn't want to be like a feature on their content for the rest of my internet career. And so I saw Chasing Atlanta as an opportunity to kind of branch out and create Oliver Twix as his own separate independent identity outside of them. And I wanted to, create my own fan base. Um, I wanted to showcase my talent and like the things I had going on, but I also wanted to like introduce a new persona to the web series universe, for lack of better terms. Like I feel like there's like a couple of repetitive stereotypes that you see on these shows, but I really didn't find anyone on the show that was like me. That was kind of cool, a little quirky. Their own independent person who didn't have to, do certain things, to be present and whatnot. And so I found it important, just to be that representation for people at home watching that could identify with someone like me.
You were quite dynamic, I'll tell you that. I wasn't sure what to expect from you. Like you and Kendra specifically coming in season 3, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but I'll be tuned.
Yeah, the season 3 additions to Chasing Atlanta to me are like some of the most iconic personalities introduced into the webosphere. Like, outside of myself, Kendra is like, she's like, a very unique personality. We were born, we're unique personalities. Troy was, unique, and then added Oliver, like, us coming in was like I felt like it was like a restart button on Chasing Atlanta.
it was. It definitely was, in my opinion. It was.
Very.
Just to piggyback off what Jamar already asked, did you expect to be Like the cast, like the fan favorite, because to be honest, you pretty much are, if not the fan favorite, one of the fan faves of the show. Because when you really look at it, you're the person everyone speaks of. You're the one everybody wants to see. That's just being honest. Based on what I see, did you expect to be well liked in that aspect at all when you came on the show?
To be honest, no, I honestly did not expect that. I really thought that since I was like the antithesis of what it meant to be on Chasing Atlanta, and I wasn't trying to fight, and I wasn't certain things, and showcasing my talent was important, and I could speak well and I could read well, and I didn't think that fans would like it, but when it aired and I started getting like great reviews, and more followers, more traction, more interaction and stuff like that, I was like, oh, they like me. Okay, well, I appreciate that. And it felt good because, nothing I do on Chasing Atlanta is contrived. Like, I don't get in my confessionals and be like, okay, when this happens, I'm going to say this. Like, pure, when I'm doing my confessionals for Chasing Atlanta, those are things that are coming out of my brain and mouth in real time. When I'm shooting scenes, those things are coming out of my mouth in real time. And, some things I've watched and reviewed, and I'm like, oh my God, Oliver, how could you say that? That is so horrible. But I can see how it's entertaining because I think overall I just come off authentic. At least that's what I think. Like, whether you hate me or like me, I really feel like people think this is how this boy acts for real, for real. Like, and he's consistent. Never mind.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Oh, we had some Hennessy Black with some Is it Grand Marnier? He's playing that goddamn music. Whatever is Marnier. Oh no, I don't do Patron. Every time I drink Patron, my legs end up in a permanent V for like 3 hours.
So that you blaming the Patron for that? Okay.
Yes, if you can't blame it on the goose or the Henny, you blame it on the Patron.
Okay, so any other time, only the Patron puts the legs in the V. Okay.
It's only Patron. It's I don't know what it is about Patron.
Did you know what? You ain't lying. You ain't never lying. No.
Is it? I don't know what the comments are saying, but is it Grand Marnier? Is that how you say it? I'm looking at the bottle. I just can never pronounce it the right way.
I'm not an alcohol connoisseur, so
well, it's the alcohol that has the melted candle wax, the red candle wax at the top, mixed with Hennessy Black and a little bit of lemonade. It's really good.
Very high tax bracket. I like that. I'm gonna try that. I live for that. So let's go back to the beginning of the season. Okay. First initial sort of seed planting of a conflict. You walked into a certain dog grooming shop. Okay. And you met with a Dominique. Okay. And Dominique had some issues that he wanted to sort of vent to you about your friend Lauren regarding some business that he had with his sister.
Yeah.
He shared said business, and then so later down the line, of course, Dominique had an issue with that, and people were having this conversation about whether Oliver was wrong of going to Lauren the way that he did, or was he just sort of defending his friend or sort of making that communication. So what are your thoughts on that situation?
I mean, we all saw the show. How did I go to Lauren? You tell me, how did I go to Lauren when I relayed this message? I want to know.
You know what? In this instance, and I spoke with Dominique about it, because Dominique's a good Judy of mine. But I said, if I had to critique you on one thing, the one person, if you wanted it to go any sort of other way, you should not have told Oliver, because Oliver was going to tell Lauren immediately following that meetup.
Well, before we talk about me deciding to go tell her, I want us to isolate it, because I listened to everything people say, and it was like, oh, how I went and told her. And because I went, the argument changed depending on the episode. So when I sat down with Lauren at Pond City Market, and we were in, our regalia and whatnot, I had just honestly rolled out of bed and forgot we had to shoot a scene. So I just threw something together. How did I tell her? I want to know.
I mean, because it's been a while. It's been a couple of months. I recall it being in the sense of, so I spoke with this guy. You guys are both from Birmingham. And he said that you had, an issue with his sister. He wanted to talk to you about it. And then by then, she had already interrupted you. It was like,
Okay, so my question is, in me telling her about what happened, the information I was given, did I come off aggressive?
No.
Did I come off angry?
No.
Did I add any additional sauce from how he told me and then when I was telling her?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Right. So like I related the same way I got it, which was there was a situation back in Alabama with his sister about a shop and he wanted to tell her and I was like, okay, well, because she's my friend, I'm going to tell her because if someone else had done this, I would want to know because to you, they're a stranger. You're my friend, so you should let me know. But moving forward to like whether or not I should have told her, I just feel like because it's me and people just want to have something to discuss because I don't have. I feel like people really try to cherry pick like things to make an issue with me about on this show because it's like, girl, is this really an issue? But I mean, that's the only thing we can really say about him. So let's just blow it up and make it a thing. So he wants to make it a thing about him telling me and me telling Lauren. Anyone on this earth, if you came in contact with someone you met for the first time, that was my first time meeting him. Like there was no even like pre-scene meet up. Hello, how are you? It was none of that. That was literally my first time seeing him, exchanging words with him. And you tell me something about my friends on a reality TV show where I already know what happens and what goes on. And clearly I was right because there were all these scene shot where it was discussions about what Lauren had did with his sister back in Birmingham. Why not me as her friend? And we do consider each other's friends, like we're friends outside of the show. Allow a stranger to come tell me something incriminating. That wasn't a story about Lauren winning an award or saving 10 cats from a burning building or giving a woman a heart transplant. It was a story about her not paying someone. It was a story about her boyfriend kicking someone out. It was a story about her having someone stay with her in Birmingham and the experience not be lovely. So why would I not go tell my friend something a stranger has, again, voluntarily told me about them? I just want someone in this world to make it make sense, and I would give them $1,000.
I mean, I couldn't. I really couldn't even blame you, honestly, because I'm like, I probably like if somebody told me some shit about Scotty and it's like I didn't even know this bitch, I'd be like, hey, girl, so such and such has such to say about you, like, like what would be the tea?
Well, see, we probably would have done the same thing, but I would have done it a tad bit differently than you. I probably would have cursed them the fuck out first and then told you. That's probably what I would have did.
Well, see, in fairness, Dominique didn't say it like too aggressively. He said
no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
It was kind of like, I want to have a conversation with Lauren about this, and I think when you told it, like if somebody tells me, like if Scotty tells me that somebody has a problem with me, just because of my relationship with Scotty, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is like, girl, somebody coming for me. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna read them just because it's fun because me and you are cackling. But like, if Dominique wanted to control the narrative, because I think he wanted to have more of a control as to how that message was delivered. Had he done that directly and cutting you out as the middleman, I think it would have done.
Yeah, I mean. I think something that the smart people who watch Chasing Atlanta can pick up on are people's intentions, And if your intentions were to truly talk to Lauren and find reconciliation about this issue, you just would have gone straight to her. You would have called her before the show started. Or again, you would have just gone straight to her if you can get in your confessional and say, everyone told me Oliver was messy. So if you knew that Oliver was messy, who's in the wrong here? If you hit a beehive and you know that bees sting, why are you shocked when they come out and sting you in your fucking neck? Who's wrong, the bee or the person that hit it? Because obviously you knew that Oliver was messy. So why would you? I don't know. That stuff is weird. Can we go on to the next topic? It's just weird. It's weird to me. I'm sorry. And I don't dislike her, but it's just like, I mean, 1+1 = 2. A stranger came and told me something about my friend. I went and told my friend, and we can put the ice on the cake is I didn't tell her in an aggressive way. I didn't I didn't there was nothing messy about it. So yeah.
And not to mention, you did make a
Oh,
you
Scotty,
did.
you sound pixelated.
He does. He sounds fine on my end.
Is it me?
It did he okay, so Scotty, say something else.
Something else.
Okay, let me do this. Hold on.
Okay, he going out and coming back in.
Usually it doesn't do that in the middle of it because it was fine before. Like when it first starts, it usually like is really bad, but then it'll fix itself later.
Yeah, he got to go out and come back in, chat. Like, you know.
People are texting me. I showed
Here
told
he
me.
go.
I don't even know what that would. I hope that would help.
Oh no, you guys sound pixelated.
Oh Jesus!
No, don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed.
Have you updated your phone recently?
I'm trying to see because I know like sometimes if you sit too close or you sit too far away, it does like weird stuff.
It's actually StreamYard. There was an update on iPhone where they fixed it. Have you updated your iPhone recently?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Well, no, I feel like I just did a stream. I did a StreamYard earlier this week and I used this phone actually. So no, it should be fine.
See, the people in the comments are saying that it's
Okay, I can
fine.
hear you clear now. I can hear you clear.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
But like I was saying though, you did call her on FaceTime right in front of them. So it's not like you were trying to be sneaky or shady and trying to do something that was all out of the blue. So it's not like you didn't really let them know where you stood with it. So, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That whole thing is weird to me. I'm looking down trying to share this to my channel so people can come and watch. I don't know. It's weird. That's why I really don't have too much to talk about it. And I mean, I'm mad y'all spelled my name with TWIST.
that's my bad. I was supposed to change it earlier, but I'll
That's
change
what
it
it says
later.
on the screen right here.
No, he's talking about for the title. I forgot to change it.
Oh, you child.
I'll fix it. It ain't no problem.
Y'all remember when Nicki Minaj was on The Breakfast Club and she was like, "Did you guys listen to my album? Did you guys listen to my album? So you mean I came to a radio show and you guys didn't listen to my album?" Okay. I'm teasing.
We know.
I'm teasing.
Honest mistakes. We
It's
still love you.
changed though.
No, you're fine. I'm only teasing. Don't take me serious.
Oh no, we know, darling. So I will say this: I did live for that. Like that's something that I would do. Call like if somebody's talking about my friend and we in a room, I'm definitely gonna FaceTime them. I'm like, you know what? That's some shit that I give high respect to that shit.
Well, because I felt like, first of all, that whole scene with us at my home was supposed to be a brunch that was supposed to be focused on positive things, That was Dominique and Travis's first time meeting other people on the cast through me. I think that was my first like semi-group scene. That was, it was one of the first scenes we shot. So it was like, okay, let's get to know each other. Let's find out, let's get to know each other. And I felt like, for some reason, Troy just kept like bringing up these negative things that I just didn't understand why they kept being brought up. I didn't think it was the time or place. And so for me, what you guys, I'm not gonna say what you didn't see. That whole situation just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. And I was like, I'm the type of bitch that's like, why are we sitting here complaining about it? Call her. Like, if it's a problem, pick up the phone and call her right now. We're all right here. Let's talk. We're all right here. Let's talk. So I was like, well.
I mean, technology.
I was like, well, everybody is bad bitches who, if you can say it once, you can say it twice. Everyone's here. Everyone has so much to say. The camera is rolling. Let me call my friend, and y'all can say the things to her, right here, right now. But no one did it.
I was kind of like at the time, I'm like, damn. I mean, they said later, like it was the time and place, but it's still just like it looked bad. Feel like, okay, she's right here. Let's say we have to say, and then it kind of went left. But it's fine. It's fine. So, lastly, or where we're going to be in this particular interview, let's talk about how we got to the breakdown between you and Sir Quentin Harris. Because
Quentin Harris, yes.
A large portion of at least the first half of the season, you discussed how you had tried many times to reach out to Q. He wasn't really responding to any of your messages, and you missed the relationship that you had with him. Mm-hmm. So how would you, from your end or from your perspective, how did you think the breakdown of that relationship took place?
Well, Q and I had a subsequent conversation about it. We had a conversation the day after we shot that scene at the Bailey cellar. What is it? The Bailey bar? I forgot. I don't know. Cynthia Bailey's winery thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the right term. I always fuck up a name of something. I'm sorry. But he said the reason why he didn't come talk to me was really because he was going through like his own things and his own hurt. And, you know, he had kind of just built up a wall, a wall of defense against just certain things. And when he got wind of whatever he got wind of, the easiest thing for him was just to, you know, isolate himself from it rather than deal with it, you know? So I think that's where the communication wall fell.
And at least you were able to mend that towards the end of the season, and there were a lot of accusations of whether or not you were supposed to be. He felt like people should be comfortable coming to you saying negative things. There's been all of these other people having their own opinions about what was going on. And so how did you feel like you were able to sort of come to that resolution at that ending scene of the season?
Well, you know, my preliminary idea about it was everybody in this group talks bad about everybody, whether it's a joke, whether it's whatever, like everybody does it. And it's like, you know, I have a problem when people try to nail me to the cross for things that they're guilty of. And I don't know, I haven't seen like 4 episodes worth of Chasing Atlanta at this point, but you know, I'm just going based off what I remember in the scene. But I was like, how can you be upset with me about this? Is not a stranger. The person I was talking about is someone that you know. This is someone that you talk to. This is someone that's like, I won't call them a friend, but they're a close acquaintance, work buddy of yours, you know? I forgot where I was, but my thing was everybody says shady things about everybody. And at the time when the person was talking to me about it, I didn't really interpret it as a fact because the way the person talks who said it, they talk in a very like, you don't know really to take this person serious right now. So it's just like, girl, you know, whatever. It's just like, girl, they always saying something. It's like, okay, whatever. So I really didn't understand the brevity of it or like the seriousness of it at that time, which, you know, I can take responsibility for. But once I saw that story had traveled outside of people who are friends, people who are coworkers, and it had traveled to like people outside the circle, like bloggers, I was like, okay, this is when I need to tell Q, which is when I did tell Q. In hindsight, and I talked to Imani Van Zap about this, I was like, I'm trying to be very careful now that I've had these certain experiences, not to align myself with things that I already know are messy or people I've already seen conduct themselves in certain ways in other situations that wasn't so honest. And there's no reason why, Oliver, you think you're exempt from the things of the things. If they did it once to this person, they can do it to you. And it did happen. And no matter what my intentions are, if you are compliant in associating yourself with things that you know that are negative, with things that you know aren't right, with things that you know can go a certain way, you have to take responsibility if you too get caught up in the backlash of it because you didn't do anything to stop it. You didn't do anything to remove yourself out of it. And so hindsight is 20/20. In hindsight, I could have done one of 3 things. I could have told the person who was telling me, hey, I don't think this is funny. I'm going to tell Q if you say this again. Or I could have told the person, stop, talking to me about it, and I could have hung up the phone. Or I could have called Q immediately and been like, hey, this person just said this to me. I don't know if they were joking or whatever, but this is something you need to be aware of. Or I could have just stayed completely out of it and just, left it alone. But regardless of what I could have done, I know moving forward and taking responsibility of me and policing me, I've been extremely careful, and I will forever be very careful on what I choose to be around and what I choose to be around me and what I allow to be entertained in my space.
Okay, I definitely understand that because what's really funny is that Jamar and I had this same conversation yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking and we were talking about certain situations and stuff like that, and I was saying how I was aligned with a person that I knew I saw the things that they were doing to other people, but I just never would have thought that it would have happened to me. I just felt like in so many cases, I felt, well, they would never do that to me. I'm too good of a person to them and for them to ever do that to me. But then they turn around and they did it. So I couldn't necessarily be upset with them because I already knew what I was working with when I was seeing the shit that they were doing to other people. So I already knew what I was working with. So at the same time, I could only take responsibility for my own self and be like, okay, bitch, you seen this. It's not like you didn't see it. And it's not like you didn't have any people to tell you what you seen, John, to eyes. It's just that sometimes as Aquarius people, we tend to try to
You're an
see the
Aquarius?
good people. Yes, February the 12th, as a matter of fact. As Aquarius people, we try to see good in people. We try to see the good in people
Yes.
all the time. Even when people tell us that bitch ain't right, you need to watch that bitch. That bitch ain't right. Oh no, I mean everybody has messed up ways. I have messed up ways. We all got flaws, and then come to find out, the person that told us was absolutely right, and we could be too stubborn to admit it. So,
Yes, and the thing that pissed me the fuck off was like once Quentin and I got into our secret place, and I was like, listen, I had went in my phone and I started putting up people's text messages and I started mentioning certain things, and he was like, wait, how would you even know that? I was like, fucking right, you dumbass bitch. That's why I was trying to talk to you before these cameras started rolling, because I already knew I already knew what had happened, and I'm like, before you and I get into a place where we're fighting, I need to talk to you so I can lay it out, and that's why I just kept trying to talk to him, talk to him. And from my understanding, our argument to the viewer was kind of hard to watch because certain things had to be chopped out, and that's because, bitch, I was laying it all out. I was calling names, I was giving dates, I was doing all of that. Like, girl, I can only take responsibility for what I know that I can only take responsibility for the shit I did. And what I did was I didn't stop it and I didn't come and tell you immediately. That's what I'm guilty of. I didn't start the rumor.
mhm,
I didn't spread the rumor. That was
I get it. Trust. I get it. I get it. But we're at our stopping point. We're gonna cut it off right here.
You want
Now,
to? You can ask like one or two more if you want to.
are you sure about that?
Yes, I just told you.
I'm just saying because if we ask you anything else, then it's gonna keep going, and then it's gonna continue. I know how these
Girl.
is. They will keep going, and then you
Well,
know.
let's talk about this. We'll mention this because this won't necessarily be that long of a topic. So, since we just talked about the session with Q, one of the things that me and you definitely shared was at the time of that filming, we both lost a good friend of ours in August of Davion Dad. Well, I just call him Chi Chi. I just call him Chi Chi.
The day we shot that was the day he died.
And I remember it was like August 22nd or something like that.
Literally, the day he died was the day I had to go shoot that scene.
And I mean, because I had no idea. Of course, because that was like a good friend of mine. I loved him so much because he was such a just a superstar, so sweet, never bothered anybody, and we knew that he was in the hospital, and it was such a sudden, loss, and So, what can you share about your relationship? Because you spoke highly of them, and did you get a chance to meet them? Did you get a chance to have like a one-on-one, or like how was her effect on you?
Yeah, I have met her a couple of times, like at WoW events with TS, and of course, I will say and commend that the girls of color of Drag Race watch Chasing Atlanta, like they're avid fans of it, the Drag Race girls. So every time, I came around at a WoW event, where it'd be DragCon or a taping or something like that, or it was some type of special event, the girls who watch Chasing Atlanta always, show me love. They welcome me. And Chi Chi was one of the girls that always showed me and welcomed me love. Like, did we talk on the phone? No. Or text? No. It was nothing like that. But we were cordial enough with each other and familiar with each other. And plus, I really enjoyed her on her season of Drag Race. Like, I really liked her. I loved her story, and I was rooting for her. And for me, with that, it was just, she was so young. She was so young. And she had really, and this is me talking as a fan, she had really like upgraded her drag. She was looking good, she was performing good, and then it was just taken away from her. And I just think with 2020 was just an awkward time for a lot of us, with sudden deaths, with celebrities, and then, death being so imminent with COVID and the riots and the killings and stuff like that. It was just, emotionally, I knew I was in a very dark place, and just seeing all this death. And I tell a story all the time where I live downtown Atlanta. Like, I live downtown proper Atlanta. And I remember when the riots were going on, I had never seen military tanks. I had never seen riots. I had never seen these large guns. I had never heard explosions like that. And it was like, my boyfriend and I were speaking the other day, and I was like, I really thought we were going to die. Like, if it wasn't the COVID, it was going to be the goddamn U.S. government was going to run a plane over Atlanta and bomb it because they were acting so crazy. People in his family were dying. People in my family passed away. So it was just, emotionally, when it came to death, I was just in a very, very, very bad place. And that was the energy I was trying to police as I was walking into that scene. Yeah, it wasn't a good day for me that day. I was, yeah. Mm-mm.
I think we both definitely took a lot, and it felt sudden, because we knew that she was going to be. We knew that she was ill, but we didn't know it was going to elevate to that place so quickly. So I'm glad. I was like, oh, so see, that was another. I was like, me and Oliver are here. We are here. So
they included that in on the show. I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched that far?
Yeah, I'm like stuck at episode 6. Girl, y'all I've been working a lot. I've been working a lot. Like a lot. And it will make sense. That's why I can't talk to y'all all night, because I got a phone call today. It'll make sense very soon. But it's just, I couldn't really do certain things that I would have liked to do with Chasing Atlanta this season, just because I was in so many places at one time.
I can agree. So, and since we're already in the realm of, Drag Race, have you seen the premiere of season 13?
I have, and I really don't like it. And everyone's trying to convince me to like it. And I don't know if it's just because it was something different, or a girl didn't go home first episode, but I was like, I need to see heads roll. I need to see bitches get chopped in their fucking necks. I need to see pearls explode, heels bust, hair rip. Like, I need to see the things and I was just like, nah, no.
Are you into like the deep Reddit spoiler?
Oh, I am a huge Drag Race fan. Huge Drag Race fan. And this season is very special to me because I think we all know that T.S. Madison will be a guest judge this season. And I remember when she got the call. I remember when we had to prepare her for it. I remember when she was there. And yeah, there's some other things too So I just remember when she was doing all this, and now to see it out in the world makes me very excited. Makes me extremely excited.
Would you ever be a judge?
You know what? So let me tell you something. I'm going to put it on my vision board. And I think it just may be possible one day.
Oh.
Listen, if you ever get even an inkling of a chance to get anywhere near that main stage, I can like compact in like a suitcase, like a carry-on bag. I don't know if I need to like start stretching now, like, because we do our reviews and we've been doing reviews for years, and we just want to get.
Yeah, shout out to the people at World of Wonder. Hi guys.
Hi.
Talk to you guys soon.
Okay. You know what? We gonna talk.
I've been working. You know, I'm very happy that for the people who follow me and subscribe to the Olive Twist idea, in 2021, you girls are going to be very happy. It's going to be a lot of content being churned out that I've been working on and trying to, whatever. So, just hold on, buckle in tight, because it's going to be a fun ride.
Well, I mean, let us know.
Scotty, why are you looking at me like that? Like I'm crazy.
Scotty doesn't give a damn about Drag Race.
Oh, that's fine.
Not a single damn.
I watched it all, so I'm
trying to tell him, like, he watches every other reality show. This one has all the elements of reality show: makeup, heels, lip syncing, and eliminations. It is all the good things that you need.
I don't care about makeup, heels, and none of that
Girl,
shit. And you know
you don't even have to. You don't have to give a fuck about makeup. Just watch the drama.
And the competition is so good.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna just have to sit this bitch down and just like, bitch, put the shit out.
He's trying to make me less butch. It's not working.
You already watch reality.
Wouldn't that be cool? I just saw someone's comment. It was like, let me find out you're a judge on season 14. Listen, they haven't called me yet, but I am putting it on my vision board. Like me being a guest judge on Drag Race. Or you know what? I'm also gonna put like maybe I can be like a part of the like makeover episode, because I would love to watch.
That's what I want. I want to be a makeover episode.
I would love to walk the main stage. That would be dope.
You would have been there on season 10 when they did like the online influencers. Like they had like Kingsley and some of the other girls.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just say, without a shadow of a doubt, that it's possible.
It's possible.
It's very possible. I just have to, the only thing is I just have to work my set. That's all. Oliver just has to get in the fields and work his set.
I just asked to be in the suitcase.
Okay, I got you. You can be in the suitcase. Can you make sure that my coconut oil and my gels and stuff don't bust open? Because every time I travel, they explode.
Do you put them in plastic bags?
Oh.
The secrets, I'll tell you, my mom be giving me all the packing secrets. Get you them vacuum seal bags or even just something plastic that you can seal up. You ain't got to never worry about it again.
And you vacuum seal it.
Well, you can vacuum seal like the closed one, but you can just really get like a regular Ziploc and just lock that shit, put your lotion in there. You just get the ones that's big enough, your baby oils or whatever. Just make sure it can fit in the bag, seal it, you good.
I didn't even know that though. Honestly, I didn't.
Knowledge is power.
But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Knowledge is power. So.
Well, I have a question before I go.
Okay.
So, Scotty, I want to apologize that I haven't been watching your reviews this season of Chasing Atlanta. I don't know if you follow me, but I have put up like a post on Twitter. I was like, I'm not watching anyone's reviews because I don't really want to take on that energy right now. Really, because I was just going through a lot. Not like bad shit. It's just, the stresses of life and working have really gotten to me. And I just wanted to be like in an even place. So I was like, the fair thing is, like, I didn't feel right just watching one person without watching. Because you remember last season, I used to watch all of you guys, and I would screen record you, and I would post you and stuff like that. And I was just like, I can't, to be fair, I can't watch. But I want to know, how did Scotty and Jamar happen? Because Last time I checked in with Scotty. Scotty was a single YouTube man, and now I look up and there's this woman with dreads and lipstick and mascara and foundation sitting, and I'm like, how did this happen? I want to know the story. Tell me.
Baby,
He said woman with dreads.
that okay?
That's
First,
a woman, right?
I mean,
That is a woman. What are you? That is a woman. What are you talking about? That is a woman.
Oh shit.
A woman.
no.
Woman.
Look, I told the
Please.
Prelude's chat, you gonna have to let me get my hands on the mug one time.
Oh no, I would love. When you're moving down here soon, so let's do it.
Boom. Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah.
But no, Scotty, you tell the story. You tell it better than I could ever do it.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Me and Jamar have actually been friends for now 8 years now. We both have had YouTube channels. I've had mine for 10 years. He's had his for, well, 10 and a half now.
Scotty, how old are you?
31.
Scotty, you're 30?
Yes.
You look 16.
Oh my God.
Scotty, are you dating? Answer me, bitch.
I can't answer that right now.
Yes, you can. I will click
can't
off and never
answer
return again. Scotty, are you dating? You can tell me.
I won't say dating. I would say like maybe talking to someone. I won't
Okay,
say
that's
dating
fine.
because I haven't been, you know. However, because that bitch at the top is waiting to spill something. Anyway,
Said
however,
nothing at all.
you don't have to. Your face says it. But anyway, so we met on YouTube back in like 2012, 2013, and we became friends that way. And then this is back when he was living in Houston. And then I came to Houston for a concert, and we hung out, and we grew closer ever since then. Now we've done collabs before, but we talked about doing a podcast years ago, but then later on in 2019, early last year, we both decided that we was gonna really come together and do something like this together, and that's pretty much how it happened.
Oh,
Like
beautiful. Okay, I love it. And you guys
yeah,
aren't
so
fighting, right?
They want us to.
they want
Okay,
us to
well, you
fight.
guys know that can't happen. We have enough history of queer content creators linking up and it ends in flame and brimstone.
Oh, we know.
Yeah,
We almost went to another place.
yeah,
Make sure you guys always have each other's backs. Make sure you guys always check in with each other first. It's like you guys are married, in this realm, you guys are married, and I'm privy to a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I know a lot of things that I've never said to this day because they don't involve me. But a lot of not catalysts, the catalyst in a lot of black YouTubers specifically breaking up is, they allow the comment section, they allow other people to get in their brains, and it's like they miss out on so many wonderful opportunities by collaborating and, by allowing that confusion to get in between each other. So it looks like you guys are very happy with each other, Scotty, you have a strong woman. Jamar, you have a very strong man. And you guys should not allow anybody or anything break you guys up. No, I'm very serious. You guys shouldn't let each other break up. Me and Q could have been friends, and this season could have been totally different if he just picked up the phone and heard his friend out. But it got dragged out, and then now the public has their opinion and all the other stuff. Thank God we're in a better place. But look at how much stress and strife we could have saved each other if a conversation could have taken place. So promise me before everyone watching right now that if Scotty, if you get to feeling stressed up in your chest, thinking you about to lose, before you do anything, pick up the phone and call your friend. And Jamar, you do the same.
That's what we do now.
oh,
Perfect.
we do that.
That's honestly what we do now, and it's been those types of conversations that led to this platform.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, that like it is, and not to mention, we have gotten a lot of opportunities working together versus being separate, to be honest. Like, it's a lot that we haven't even discussed publicly that we have gotten opportunities to do together. Um, since we started doing interviews, people are actually coming to us instead of us coming to them. They actually come to us and request the interview
Great.
now. Obviously, you're not going the right way. And plus, we are actually, I can't speak for everybody, but me and Jamar are friends. So it's like, and plus, anytime I get an opportunity, I always want to share it with him before anything. It's like anytime I get any type of opportunity, I always want to bring him along. It's the same thing with him. Like, we don't ever want to do something and not bring the other one along. That's just what it
Good.
is.
That's good. It makes me happy. Good.
That's good. And I don't know, did you have to leave soon? And I'll probably ask you this question again later. But just based on and give us your honest opinion, just based on your, the time that you have here, the dynamic that you see, like, did you feel like you enjoyed yourself? Did you feel comfortable?
Oh yes. Scotty has always been sweet to me, even though, he shared his opinions about some of the things I've done in the past. And I'm talking about season 3 because like I said, I haven't watched anybody's reviews for season 4. But I've always gotten a very nice energy from him. And I've always gotten nice energy from you. But I'm more familiar with Scotty, because I've watched his content and whatnot. So yes, you guys were amazing. You guys were very organized. The interview was supposed to be longer tonight, guys, but I had to jump off because, when the phone ring, listen, when the red phone rings, you pick it up, and when they tell you do X, Y, and Z, you do it. But I'll be sure to come back and talk about that with you guys later on. But no, you guys were great. I absolutely, of course, Scotty, I love you. Jamar, I love you too. I'm so excited to meet you when you come here to Atlanta. And I'm so excited to pick up with you guys next week for part 2 after the reunion
Yeah.
airs. Oh, girl, we got to get into the motherfucking reunion.
Babe, girl, because I know it's going to be a dumpster fire of bullshit.
I don't think so, actually. Everyone keeps saying that, but I'm like, I think it's going to be fun because, quiet as it's kept, loud as I'm about to say it, the biggest problem or the biggest beefs have all been put to rest, which are Q versus Oliver and Q versus Kendra. Everything else is just sits as fodder that could just be discussed in 5 seconds if the children really wanted to fix it. And we could be listen, if my cast members are watching, and I know you guys do, I don't want to be there all day. So y'all need to come ready to talk because I want to go home. I don't want to be up in that thing. I don't want to have that makeup on my face so long. I want to come home. My man has a new work schedule. He's off during the day and I want to chill with him. I want to smoke. I want to drink. I want to have relentless amounts of sex on Saturday so that we can keep this reunion anywhere from an hour to no more than 3 hours. The United States of Oliver Twixt would be greatly appreciative of it. We don't have to do this all day. The main person that everybody had a problem with, he squashed it at the season finale. I don't want to be here all day. I want to go home.
Girl, I feel like it's not going to be as easy as you would like.
If it goes on too long, bitch, I'm going home. Because I ain't got no problems with nobody. I'm fine. See y'all whole season 5. Shit, I'm ready to go home tired.
Is this your confirmation that you will join us next season?
I always tell everybody I can never get too grand for chasing Atlanta. Even though, I know what the optics may be, but, I really do consider chasing Atlanta one of the main catalysts in, propelling me into where I am today and definitely into the next realms I'm going to step into. I can't wait to tell that story. So, whether it's a main cast member, whether it's a supporting cast member, a friend, a guest appearance, I'll always answer Chasing Atlanta's phone calls if and when they call me. And I don't foresee me being fired.
Well, you hadn't said anything, racist, sexist, homophobic,
Well,
trans.
you know what? Since we're about to close this, and since you mentioned Chasing Atlanta, Oliver, I'm going to ask you this because you're on the show. There have been people that has told Jamar, because he is moving to Atlanta, that he should try out for your show. They even said that about me, but I'm not moving to Atlanta yet. Jamar will already be there. So Jamar thinks that he wouldn't do good on that show. He more so feels like I'll be better suited for it than he would. But do you think that Jamar would be good for that show? I don't think he would do bad for it. Like you don't always have to be a clown to be on reality TV.
You know, it's so bad what I'm about to say.
I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
When people ask me, should I join Chasing Atlanta? My immediate response to this always no. And the reason why I say no is because as great as the platform is, as it seems like it is, you know, I know what the optics is, but it just comes with a lot that that takes a certain type of person to do it. And I think most people who want to join Chasing Atlanta, they want to do it to be popular. And there's nothing wrong with that. Our job is media. Your job right now is you sitting in front of this, this screen, entertaining the people who are watching. And last time I checked, it was 90. It may be to 100 now, soon to be 100. That's your job. And in anybody's job, you look for opportunities to advance. So in our field, being popular or doing things that expose you to a greater audience, that's you advancing, that's you getting a promotion or whatever. But me being a content creator and me having now created content for myself that gets me if not the same exposure that I get from Chasing Atlanta, maybe a more diverse exposure, and I'm talking about my top model series, I tell everybody, look within yourself first and see what you can do for yourself first. Because there's nothing like being autonomous of your own thing, not having to answer to anybody, not having anyone's outside influences, not being subject to people's crap and emotions and bullshit. Look within yourself first and see what can I do that can get me what I need. And then maybe as you work through it and, iron it out, okay, maybe let me join Chasing Atlanta. The only thing I tell people about joining any reality TV is you first really, really, really have to know who you are, and you have to be comfortable with who you are. You have to know your standards, your boundaries, and you have to be comfortable with telling someone, I'm not going to do this because this is who I am and I'm not going to do it. And you have to know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. That's something I wish I would have been more defined about when I joined. Like, y'all talking about this, all right, I'm finna go home. Like, I'm not finna sit here because, I'm just, so first, short answer, first look within yourself first to see what you can do, and then analyze and make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and you have the right boundary set up first before you join or try to join.
I agree. And I had softly asked Oliver this question via Instagram some days ago. And, I had talked with other people of the cast. And like I said, people would love to see me on there. Of course they want to, just because they watched our show. But I'm like, I see what y'all go through just as an audience member. And then I also hear from, the feedback from you guys, what you have to deal with, what people don't see. And I'm just like,
oh yeah, that's a whole nother show in itself. The shit that happens behind the scenes. But I want to see you guys for season 5, so I have to answer it in a certain way.
Listen, I said this, and I've said this with confidence, okay? I will audition if she auditions.
Oh yeah, you guys can come on, because we've had that before. We've had, a team, a duo come on together. That'd be nice. Maybe we can. Well, damn, here I go. See, I'm changing. I was about to say something very shady, but I said that's not nice. I'm gonna stop myself from doing it.
Well, I would imagine,
because I'm cool with them, so I don't want to fuck it up.
I would imagine we wouldn't conflict with the people that's already there. It would be hard for me to imagine of any conflict, but it would be entertaining. I would entertain the idea.
All I have to say is my main tip would be don't fall victim to like the reality TV part of it. like the drama, the scenes, the alliances. Just like make sure you get on that show showcasing your business, whatever your business is. Make sure that you're creating your own storyline, which is something I try to do this year with my love life, my mother's life, and shit like that. Like create your own thing, so that even with all the mess going on, you're still getting something out of it, and you're still presenting at least something that you want the people to know about you.
I agree, and I feel like it's not a good idea for me to try to do that as soon as I touch down in Atlanta. Let me get like at least my let me get settled. Let me do, because I mean there are some things, like I said, 2021, at least for Scotty and I, are going to be great things. Like even before this interview started, I was in another meeting. Great things. So it's going to be awesome. So it'll be great. I'll still watch and support you guys. And, I'll be right there with you. But as far as me trying to be up there on the same platform, mentally, wow. I'm not ready for that, because I see what y'all go through, and I'm just like, right now, there's too many other things going on, and I'm taking your advice to get all that situated, make sure I'm good within myself and can stand on my own without that kind of a platform, and then maybe we'll entertain the idea there at that point.
Good.
So we'll definitely be in close proximity. I'll definitely be asking some questions around that time.
Oh, feel free. I'm not a hater.
He owes me a drink.
I'm not a hater. Some girls. I ain't gonna say that. It's not nice.
Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say. I've heard some of the stories of some of my castmates and their. God don't want me to tell the story. God don't want me to tell the story.
Nah, the devil will not win tonight.
I was trying to fix the little thing because it was aggravating me. It was like cricket. He don't want me to tell the story. That's it. That was the sign. He said,
"No,
shut up."
That was the devil trying to wake his way. Oh my gosh! But we definitely love you so much.
I just saw the question. Someone said, "Would I do G status? Why would I do G status when I'm on Chasing Atlanta?" I mean, no shade to G status. Congratulations to all their success and the platform they've been able to build. But no shade. This is no shade, because I have friends over there. The creator and I, we've spoken multiple times. But that would be like me being on Housewives of Atlanta and then going to Married to Madison and be like, "Yay, come watch me." It's like, I mean, it's dope, it's cool, but you were on Housewives of Atlanta. Why are you going to Basketball Wives? Which is still good. Oh, that was okay, whatever. I should never even answer it. Let me get off. The thing fell, it told me to get off. Listen, I will see you girls next week, Thursday. I love you girls so much. Have fun after I leave. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Click the notification bell to their YouTube channels. And we shall be back next week.
We'll be back next week, same time on Thursday for part two. So where we can get into more of the things. Okay.
Somebody said, "Stop now, Oliver." I am, girl. I'm finna go. I've been drinking. I'm finna go. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, love you guys.
Love you too. Can't wait to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't leave.
And we will get to 100 views when it's time for it.
I knew. And we didn't even get to the good shit.
But that's okay, though. That's okay, because we'll be back next.
Okay. I do feel better. We'll be back. Because, like I said, some things suddenly came up. He did give us a notice ahead of time, like, hey, something came up. I have to, we have to try to keep the interview under 30 minutes. And he really gave us at least about roughly an hour. So, yeah, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I would say, I would now, because it is 100 people in here. I would, and this is up to you if you want to do it or not, but I was going to, because since we did bring up the question about you doing reality TV or me doing reality TV or the both of us doing it, I was going to take some calls for maybe 10 to 15 minutes just to get the opinions of the people and what they would think, because we keep getting the same question.
Bitch,
What
let
do
me tell you something. You sure slid that shit up in there, and I was not ready for that question.
bitch, it's a yes or no.
Oh, no, not that one. But like before, when Oliver was on here, it's talking about.
Oh, it just really, it really popped up into my head. Honestly, like I wasn't even anticipating on answering that, like asking that. They just popped up, and I just wanted his opinion. That's
I
all.
was like, oh. Well, he gave it. It was a great one, and I think we're still in the same realm. But I mean, go ahead, open the flood.
Okay. Bubs is at home. Jessica, he texted me before we did this interview. By the way, shut up, Jamar. But yeah.
I did
The lines are open. There's the link, and
anything.
the question is, how would you feel if Jamar 84 joined Chasing Atlanta, if Scotty by Nature TV joined Chasing Atlanta, or the both of us joined Chasing Atlanta? Because Jamar is moving to Atlanta in a couple of weeks. I should be there later. We have been talking about this. So we want your opinion. The link is in the chat. It's 90 of y'all in here. I'm sure there will be someone that would answer that question and give their opinions. We're all open to them. But we both think that we're boring bitches, so we don't think we should be on this. But
I do
however,
appreciate some people already kind of knew what my role would be. There's like you would be the level-headed bitch that's sitting there looking at everybody looking stupid. Like, yeah. I mean, I would throw my shade. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but
you would, definitely. You would.
I, I'm, I'm so annoyed that I can't talk. I can't say the things that I want to say. I'm so
Yeah.
annoyed, but I'm trying to be a good person and
Yeah,
do things the right way. But I'm
do it the right way.
so annoyed. Y'all have no idea. Like, 2021,
That's the year. That's our year.
2021. There's so
I know. I know. I know. Don't be afraid, y'all, because I got the link in there twice. So whoever wants to come on and give their opinion, go right ahead.
somebody asked me, why am I leaving LA and have you run into Raheem?
Who? Who is that?
You don't even worry about it.
No, I'm dead ass. I don't know who that is for real.
That is a very prominent porn star here living in Los Angeles with a very large penis. I am not, nothing that I'm doing with LA has anything to do with him. I mean, I'm leaving. I mean, really, it's just opportunity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like literally every connection and every like uh, were really just connection or network opportunity that I've made in the
Hold on,
past.
hold on. It doesn't have to be a bit like y'all don't have to show y'all faces when y'all come up here. Y'all have the option to not have the camera up. So just to let y'all know that all y'all have to do is when you click the link and you come back here, just click stop cam and y'all can talk. That's why I said calls. You don't have to show your face at all when you come back here. So don't be afraid. Even though we ain't judging nobody about what the fuck they look like. We don't give a fuck about that. But however, you don't have to show your face when you come up at all. That's it.
No,
You don't have to show your face.
not at all.
So go ahead, Jamar. Finish your thought.
Um, but yes, girl. What the hell was I saying?
You were saying that every connection that you've made,
Oh
basically.
yeah, every connection that I made over the past year has been Atlanta based or would benefit me if I were in Atlanta. Like all of my like good friends that I've made online are in Atlanta. A lot of my opportunities or people wanting me to participate in different things are in Atlanta. Earlier, I think about a month ago, I had announced that I got casted for a film taping in Atlanta. So it and LA, and then here's again, LA is so fucked up with COVID. We have no beds, no ICUs, no place for any sort of help a situation with COVID. Um, I think our numbers are getting ridiculous. We're still closed out here. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing that's open. It's just not worth, because it takes a lot to stay here. It really does take a lot to stay here, and it's just not worth it right now, and it hasn't been worth it since the pandemic, and we're getting worse. So California, or at least LA or LA County, is not going to be open for at least 6 months. So I got shit to do. LA will always be here. Right. And if I were to come back, I want to come back to LA when I'm able to better take advantage of the opportunities that it would offer, you know? And I feel like a lot of those opportunities can be built and a lot of those seeds can be planted, at least where I'm at right now in my life in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I have family that's nearby in Alabama, so I'll be able to see my family a lot more often. My family will be able to see me a lot more often. And it just makes sense. And like I said, there's nothing really here.
And I'm not that far.
You can't, LA is great, but you can't take advantage of it right now. You know?
Okay, wait a minute. I think someone has come up. Give me 1 second. Someone has come up. And you're on. What's going on?
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Can y'all hear me all right? Like, can y'all hear me okay? Because, like I said, my mic has been weird today. Hey, so please forgive me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now, as far as the question of would either one of y'all be good for reality television, like I said, I feel like y'all are way too level-headed, in my opinion. Like Jamar, because like I feel like with reality, you have to kind of, I don't want to say give your soul up to the devil, but I feel like you almost have to kind of give up your soul just a tiny little bit in order to be successful, if that makes any strange sense, depending upon what show it is. Now, chasing, you don't really have to give up your soul, but I feel like Jamar, you are so real, and sometimes those girls, not all of them, but some of them they put on airs, we'll say. Not everyone, not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them, they put on airs and they make themselves out to be way better than what they really are. And I don't feel like that's how y'all are. You know what I'm saying? And then even the pair thing, I'm just like, I don't know. Lord, I really don't want to sound like I'm a hater. I really don't. But I feel like people are going to be like, who the fuck is this shady bitch? And I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. Don't just swear. I'm sorry.
Girl, have you not watched the show?
Look, I try to be respectful of people's platforms. I don't want to be up here just be swearing and cussing up a store girl. Look, I'm trying to at least see.
How many times this one has called me a bitch?
Look, I'm trying to be somewhat proper. Look, I'm trying to be somewhat proper. Damn it,
girl.
Look, I mean, Lord knows. Lord knows. I come from Ratchet, so. But no. I don't know. Like, I feel like basically, no. Me personally, I would say, with both y'all, don't do it. Don't, stay away. Hey, don't do it. Just, run for the hills. Now, if it was something like Drag Race, that's different. You know, that's you displaying. No, I'm not saying for you, but I'm saying mainly with Jamar, though. If Jamar wanted to do something like Drag Race where you're displaying a talent or something, or if it's really focused about, you know, your talent or your craft, then yes, by all means. But if it's just, let's go out here and act like a monkey fool, then nah.
Done. Somebody asked me, is that what sign am I? I'm giving them liberties? Absolutely not.
Have y'all never watched a video of Jamar's, like, ever? Like, no.
Absolutely not.
He even said it. No, funny enough, you even said it in your video with Maddie. Now, Maddie is someone who I think could do reality television.
Oh
If
yeah.
y'all know who Maddie Rance, if you ever see this, you can do reality, sweetie. You are made for reality. I feel like he's someone that could actually do it and be with the shits. Jamar,
I just don't give a fuck. I just don't
look,
allow.
it's just look, it's the Scorpio energy in you, dude. Look, I'm the same way. Scorpios, we don't give a fuck. We just
Oh,
don't. We're too busy doing our own thing. Look, Scorpios, we are very just look, what we want is what we want, and we're gonna get whatever to what we're gonna do whatever we need to do to get to what we want to do. So what everyone else is doing around us, we don't care because it's about what we're doing. So I get
right.
it because I'm the same exact way. Like whenever I'm trying to get to do something, it's like, look, get out my way, hey, because this is my moment. Period. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So I feel that. Hey, you
Absolutely.
know.
okay. Well, thank you for coming. Because somebody else is waiting to come up. So thank you for
Oh,
coming here. We
okay,
appreciate.
thank you so much. I'm sorry if if I didn't want to come across as a
Oh
hater. I
no, you're
really didn't.
No, all right,
Thank
that's
you.
fine.
you're fine.
Great, thank you. Who was it? Bye, everybody. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Let's see. This
Oh,
person is H. You're on the line. H for hot. H for hot. You on the line.
Oh, well, I could put
hot.
the letter J, but um,
Oh yeah.
What's going
but
on?
no, don't do it. I never seen a reality television star or people who get on there have a positive outcome by the end of their run on TV, and it's always you come in there, and it's like it's inevitable. You come there to try to change the narrative of what you think a reality TV show star should be, but it's never that. It always turns into something crazy that takes you out of your character, out of your element. To be honest, I just think you two are too good for it. Like you have, I think reality TV is for people who you guys been doing this for a minute, and I
Hmm.
think that reality TV is for people who are desperate. To be real with you, not all, but and
I
I don't see you two as desperate. Like things are moving for you guys. So I just don't. And plus, it's so it's sometimes it can be too much, and I don't want you to see you guys out of your element because you guys have a good thing going on right now with this thing.
Yeah,
agree.
I think you would rather host a reunion than to be on the show.
Now that I can see.
Yeah.
Now hosting, um, that I can see hosting. I can see you. I can see maybe I can see probably scripted, but I couldn't see a reality show.
Hmm.
we'll, I guess we'll find out how well these acting chops are later on.
Yeah, we will. We will. Oh, we will.
But I just want to say I've been watching you guys for years. I just graduated college. I'm 24
Okay.
years old, and
Oh,
I was
congratulations.
watching you and Ashley. So I was like 14. So
Oh.
yeah,
Whoa, wait a minute. You just aged us a little bit. Hold on.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
I watched you guys for a minute. Yeah, because it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years for me.
Yeah,
10, yeah,
it's
I
been
was 14 when I first discovered you guys. 14, 15. I was in high school, and I'm a grown man in grad school now. That's crazy.
Jamar, boy, I'm telling you now. Here we are thinking that we don't matter.
And that's why I say I don't want to see you guys like because also you can't control how they edit you either.
Oh, yes.
and then everybody would get mad, and all of a sudden we arguing, or like you guys argue about Monique or something. We argue about y'all. Like, no, look at the editing of the camera and stuff like that, and we're mad, and it's just and you could tell that if the producer don't like you, they will portray you in a way that could damage your whole deal
Mm.
and identity.
Yeah, I can take that. I can take that. I definitely can take that.
I can see that, and it really depends. There's so many variables. I feel like this goes into, like you said, whether or not the producer likes you, or like what your plan is for the platform. Some people use the platforms to promote their businesses. Not people are trying to be reality stars and just be on reality TV forever. And it depends on the cast that you're with too. Like, there's a lot that goes in, and I'm learning that now. I'm trying to like develop a story of a season. So, I mean, I'm like I said, it's not happening for me right now, anyways. No matter what. So, as much as people would love to see me, girl,
That's what I said.
me knowing what I know as regards to what goes into that, now is not the time for me to be able to give that energy.
Oh, Jesus.
So, but I will still love and support. Now, I told people from Chasing Atlanta that when I moved there, if there's people there, if we want to do a scene, sure. If you want to have a conversation with me about something going on in relation to what you're filming about, sure. But will I get up there, be all intermixed, involved in filming confessionals and all of that? Nah. Nah.
Okay. Well, somebody else is in the back, so thank you for coming up. We appreciate it. Thank you for being a long time viewer too, by the way. We really
No,
appreciate
thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for the content. You guys got me through a lot in high school, so thank you for the content, both of you.
Absolutely.
it.
Thank
Thank
you so much.
you.
Really appreciate you.
No problem. All right, guys. Good night.
All right,
Bye.
good night. Okay. Okay, next up is Yaya. Yeah, I hope I
Hey,
pronounced it right. Yaya.
yeah. So the short answer is no. And I've been watching y'all not for very long, but just this
Let's
is
get
just
right to it.
I'll give one reason for each of y'all why I say just no. And okay, so Jamar, I just feel like they're going to get is a bunch of side eyes and facial expressions from you of just you being like, this is some bullshit. And I
Yeah.
don't have time for this, and I gotta
You're
go.
absolutely right.
And for Scotty, reality TV is very repetitive, and you're an Aquarius. Once somebody brings up something to you one time and you've resolved it, you're done. Like it's over, or you're gonna go off. So it's like, no, that ain't gonna work. Because you're like, this is we did this already. I'm not like if Dominique is bringing up the sister over and over and over, like you're done. It's over with.
Yeah,
Now
because
I will say, under the show, fine. Because you could be the friend saying, why are you doing this stupid shit? Or why did y'all do this stupid shit? But actually being in the stupid shit, no, I don't see it.
yeah, because if somebody keep bringing me the same shit over and over again, I'd be like, why the fuck we still talking about this? Didn't we already have this conversation already? Like, why the fuck we still talking about this? Like, I don't understand.
Hmm. Yeah, but
Child.
that's all I had. I enjoy both of y'all, but no.
At least you're not saying no because you think that we boring as fuck. We both think that we all are.
That's what we think.
We think boring. That's why we can't do it. But at least you're not saying some shit like, "Oh, y'all boring. Y'all can't do it." It seemed like y'all don't want to do it because it may be detrimental to us or something like that. That's what it comes across as, you know. Because people think just because you got a big ass mouth, you're supposed to be on reality TV. I don't think that's for me.
It might sound good until you're actually there dealing with it in the filming process and then dealing with the aftermath of when it airs.
Yeah, especially because reality TV is a lot of playing the game of telephone.
Basically.
And then even after it airs, whatever drama that is, now you have to reunite.
Right, which is why I don't blame Oliver for saying that he didn't even watch the whole season, because it's like it looked like it was tiring for him to do it. And then you got to.
A lot of the people that I've gotten to, get in contact with that do reality TV, at least on a consistent basis, or at least the one time that they did, and it was like a really big thing. They were fans of the show. They would watch the show, and then when they got on the show, they did not watch their season that they were on the show because they're like, I already knew what happened. I already knew what happened to me, and I don't want to see it. So,
Jamar, they would do you like that die-line skit from Chappelle's show, where every time he shut the studio down, he just makes a facial expression like, "What?" They would just throw those in on you.
Honestly, I think about it from time to time. Like, if I were to ever do any sort of confessionals, there would be no words. There would be very little words exchanged. It would just be like, so how did you feel about, her coming at you with saying that bullshit?
Exactly.
And what did you get from that response just now? I want to know, on the receiving end, what did I just say?
I don't give a
like, and it's like, if I were to be I want it to be where I can just be the same person I am now, except there's someone over there with a camera.
And that's why I think that you would be a good friend of, because the friend of is they either bring in some more mess or they're a voice of reason. Those are usually the two roles.
Mm. And that's what I would want if I were to be in that situation.
Yeah, no, because I feel like the shows like that are triggers, and I don't need no triggers.
Mm-hmm.
I come a long motherfucking way. I don't need to be reverting at all. Okay, period.
It would be interesting. I keep thinking, but it would be interesting to see how it would play out. I do think about that, but
See, what you keep saying is I won't do it unless this girl over here does it. Like, don't be trying to put me in that shit. Don't do that.
the lion's den by myself. You got me fucked up.
See, all was gonna happen is if we sitting in the scene with bitches and they arguing. We ain't gonna do nothing but sit at the table and look at each other and be like, you see that?
It's the same thing at that reunion table.
Basically, okay.
Just like them girls going, yeah. I'm looking at them like, where my food? Can I get my drink? This ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to be here.
Right, exactly.
Like, for real, girl.
But thank you, yeah, we appreciate you coming up here. Thank you for the support, by the way.
Of course. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. We can take two more people, cause I give it like another 7 or 8 minutes, so we can have get off at an even time. So I said we could take two more calls. But even though this wasn't a full interview, though, I still enjoyed the interview.
It was fun. I'm glad it lasted longer than we expected it to. But I'm also even more happy that we can continue with the part 2 for next week.
But I'm just irritated that we got to 100 damn views soon as it was ending. Like,
no, I know, but you know what? I'm glad because I tried. Because mind you, like, we have agendas for these, you guys, and we did not get to like the good shit.
Okay.
I tried to make it a point to slide in some of the lighter stuff because I knew it was going to end, and I knew we couldn't really get into the other stuff too deep before he had to cut it off. I was like, I'm not even going to let him get started into the good shit before we,
Oh, Joshua, we don't speak of that person, period.
Who?
We don't speak of that person. Not up here. We don't.
Who?
Anyway, oh, and also Pretty Money, we don't know shit about G Status. We don't know when they're gonna get their last episode. We don't know if they're gonna show we don't know shit. Okay, we don't know nothing. And we are so far removed from that damn show that at this point, we don't give a fuck. We don't even review it. So, I mean, we'll never review it again. So,
I
I mean,
watch though. I
yeah,
do,
we'll watch. We'll definitely watch it, but we would never review it again. Like,
but
not
I'm really
no.
I'm watching so because I want to get to the episode that we were a part of because I want to see if y'all gonna be on that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to
Because
see
if
the
you
reunion,
are, because if you are,
bitch. Because I just want to know what they're gonna do. I just need to know what they're gonna do.
right, like, bitch, that's what I'm at. Like, mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, it was no shade to you, Pretty Money, at all. Because me and Jamar still watch the show, but we would never, ever review it again, ever.
And
So,
there are people from the show that we would like to bring onto the platform, but we would have to bring them onto the platform at a time where they would be able to have like a bulk of their interview have nothing to do with that show.
right. Y'all said y'all would talk about it when the reunion airs. We said we'll talk about it. We ain't say we're gonna do no review. We
Oh
said
no, it'll be right here.
it's gonna be right here. We ain't doing no review. We ain't finna sit in front of no camera and then put it on a computer and then edit the motherfucker and do all this crazy shit. We ain't doing none of that. We said
No,
we'll talk about it. Meaning we'll talk about it on the show. We ain't doing no video on it. Period. That ain't never
Indeed,
gonna happen.
facts.
That ain't never gonna happen at all. We're done. Jamal, do you want to answer this?
And so
Because it's really a multitude of things. It's that's really not the only thing. It's really a like that I can say it's
that
close the casket.
that was like that was the nail in the coffin. That was the cherry on top. Had he never done that, it was already like, that happened after the fact.
Right.
Okay, that was just extra. Everything that occurred from when we walked in the door
Right.
to when we were kicked the out is
Right.
why. And yeah, and that just was one of the cherry on tops. Honestly, we didn't care for her anyway.
We
So
really
I'm not.
didn't
I'm
care.
not.
So it's not like it was that big of a deal. We really didn't give a fuck. Because you see, we never responded to the quote unquote shade that you're mentioning. We didn't give a fuck enough to respond. So that was definitely not the issue. It's just a lot of things that happen after the fact. We would never review. Hey, Abby.
Hi, babies.
Oh hell! Like mute her mic before she starts. Mute her mother. No, we've done this before.
Listen, I'm gonna be on my bestest behavior this time.
Well, see, now this
Now,
time I get to have my beat on, because y'all can't, y'all not had your little beat on last time. So now I get to have mine this time.
yeah, no, I had an issue with my contacts, so that's why I don't have no lashes. Just forgive that portion of my face. I had to switch out my contacts because I couldn't see. But as to y'all being I on any one of these.
No. Just say it. No. That's just no.
Listen, if unless you have a Cardi B plan where you have a specific thing that you want to get accomplished and you are using this show to accomplish that goal,
Mm-hmm.
then don't do it. unless it is a very specific, I want to do I need this show to propel me enough to do X, Y, and Z so that I can get in front of X, Y, and Z eyes so they see me.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, fuck them.
Right.
Like, cause who can't do a little fool la la, if it's gonna get you to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come in, be yourself. Give them all that is you. Jamar has that big Scorpio energy. I listen. I am well acquainted. It's why I can't be on none of these shows because I don't do a lot of the back and forth. I'm real bop bop bop. Like,
when's your birthday again, Abby?
I'm going to be fighting everybody, so I can't be on the show.
When's your birthday again?
November 3rd. What? Why the shark face?
Bitch.
Y'all on the same week.
I'm on the 4th, bitch.
Okay, that's why we get along. I mean,
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. You one of them October Scorpios?
listen. My sister is an October Scorpio. That broad is crazy. Y'all think I'm the nice one of the two of us. She the silent deadly. She not gonna say nothing real. Next thing you know, you got a drink in your face and your eyes swole shut. And you don't even know what happened. That's my sister.
So there's someone that's worse than you.
Yes.
Are
I'm the
you
baby.
sure?
I refuse to believe that.
Are you sure?
What you mean?
I refuse to believe that.
That's rude.
But
You
okay,
listen.
girl. All right, girl.
My sister went out. She told them to take me back when I got home from the hospital. She said, "Take that back where you got it from. I don't want that." She literally told my parents, "Oh, I don't want this. Take it back."
You're a younger sister.
She is 5 years and 1 week older than me, and mean as the Dickens. But I feel like everything is going off in my house all at one fucking time.
I was just about to ask, who alarm is going off?
Mine. And that's rude as fuck. Listen. I'm gonna jump off, but listen. Again, unless you have a very set plan of I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm using this particular platform to propel me to the next level, don't do it. Otherwise, you're gonna be on 17 different shows like Akeem acting an ass and not getting nowhere on all these different platforms. Nobody wants that.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I have no response to that.
Right.
No.
Right. We know some of their hustles is unstable. We are aware of what is going on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Woo, this root canal. Ooh, the root canal.
And
Oh my
even
God.
though my lovely counterparts do not review the show anymore, I cuss them out whenever they come out. I'm good for it.
Just on good measure.
just so you know, when they come out, I'm gonna watch it. I'm going to cuss them. And call
well,
them
at least you don't have to worry about cussing them too often because they ain't gonna come out, girl.
That's why I renamed the show Unstable Hustle, because they unstable as fuck.
Girl, turn that alarm off. Somebody fix the shit.
Listen.
This shit is wearing me out. I'm like, that girl, it is not going nowhere. I thought it would have stopped right now.
Listen.
Hold on. Okay. It's off. Wait, and somebody. Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Listen, those people, we gonna pray for them that they get their lives together. Amen. This is eternally unstable. It's been unstable since the beginning. I thought they may have got it together for like 45 seconds during this season, and then nope.
Well, Chasing Atlanta season is already over.
Unless
Right.
we have
They
this
started after them, and you know what? I'm just
Yeah, I think it's about time for us to end this live in a few minutes because we're gonna
G
keep going.
Status first episode came at the end of June.
I would just like to say it is hard to be stable when you is double-minded in your production, because you started out the season saying we are coming out every week. And please don't let them come out and say they don't never said that, because I have the screenshot of the first episode where at the end it says every week we put
I thought they said bi-weekly. I thought they said bi-weekly at first.
Absolutely not. I have the screen recording to prove that they said, "Oh no, this year every Sunday we putting out an episode," and then they changed it 2 episodes in. So then we was all looking like, "Where's the episode?" And then it's like, "Oh no, we bi-weekly." Bitch, when? How?
Who does bi-weekly episodes?
They do, because they unstable.
Like, that's too long. Like, if you want to keep, especially for something that you're trying to, a show that you want to keep like conversation flowing.
You want to keep the momentum going, your interactions. You had plenty of people on Jackie Ina's Good Internet who was willing to review your show and keep the conversation going and giving you full free press and promo. And you decided in your infinite wisdom to shit all over any momentum that you had. First, you had the little artist formerly known as racist come on here and show her ass. Then you had all of these ignorant niggas on there acting like it's okay.
I told you to mute her mic. I told you.
Listen, you had to come on there and talk. The girl talk about she gonna have this nigga lynched, and then to come on, had the nerve to bring her ass up here and talk about something. I didn't know what that word meant. You a motherfucking lie. You's a lie and the truth ain't in you.
She said audible.
Shit. And then you had all the I wish the fuck. And then you want to bring up this my boyfriend bought your pussy for $40 for a phone bill storyline that nobody the fuck asked for. Just ridiculous for no goddamn reason. I wish the fuck. Don't even out of no pants there. Go in there. Every time I come on here. Y'all bring it out of me. I be fine over there on my channel by myself. I be fine.
She said the artist formerly known as racist. I can't take it.
Because I don't call her by her name.
I have nothing for you. You?
What
I have nothing.
Oh.
Whatever. Listen,
we got to end this.
You got to end it for I mess up y'all money and stuff, and y'all people be mad at y'all for real. And be like, y'all let that bitch come on here and talk mad. Listen, as much as I love some of the people on the Unstable Hustle, like I love Sherrod. I have given him good counsel. I'm his good auntie. I talk to him about shit that got nothing to do with the show. I love him, but the fuck, boy, what's wrong with you?
Wait, him who?
A whole ass nervous breakdown in the last episode.
Him who?
Sherrod.
Oh.
He had a whole nervous breakdown for that we still don't know why. And then the number 678 is doing everything he wants. Child, I can't.
Oh, we don't.
I can't do him and his
we
multiple.
We ain't going. Don't
cut it off before I say something real crazy.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. We had a lovely time tonight. Yes, we had a lovely time tonight. We'll be seeing y'all again next week for our upcoming interview with Lauren. I'm about to say Lauren London. Damn, it just fucked me up. Lauren England. Also Rico with a K, and we're gonna have the part two of our review with Oliver Twixt. Okay, so we have 3 interviews, guys, next week. 3, not 1, 2, but 3 interviews.
I need y'all to understand. Okay, let me get closer to the camera. Literally back to back to motherfucking back. Do we have interviews? Lauren, and the next day you got Rico, and then the next day we have followed by motherfucking Oliver Twist for part 2. We working bitches. Subscribe, like, donate to the goddamn GoFundMe. We working bitches. Mind you, we still have our own channels.
Y'all better
Right.
come over here with these interviews. I'm so glad y'all do it because I don't really like people. So this talking to people shit is be for the birds for me. Y'all notice I'm always quiet during the interviews because I'd be like, I don't give a fuck what you. If you could just answer my one question about your bullshit, and then I'm good, and I'll shut up for the rest of it. That's why I don't do interviews because I'll be like, all this blah blah blah. Like that's why I couldn't interview that one little boy who with the tight clothes from Chase and Dallas, who couldn't answer a question.
Oh, I don't know nothing about him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about,
You know who I'm
baby.
talking about.
I
You
ain't saying
interviewed
nothing
him and he kept talking in
because he
circles. I refused to
unfollowed
do the
the
last one.
shit out of me. He unfollowed the fuck out of me, and I ain't say nothing about him.
Yeah.
Why?
I just want you. It's a yes or no question, baby. Why you say 2 paragraphs? So we didn't ask you all of that. It is yes or no. Did you or did you not? Nobody has time for all this child. That's why I'm too old.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing we knew was that he had a banging body. That's all we knew.
And he
We
kept
didn't know.
mentioning it and his skin. Sir, we asked you, were you homeless? What does that have to do with your skin and your booty?
I think it's time for me to click end broadcast. Let me go
Bye,
ahead and do
y'all.
that.
Get y'all.